Hey, it's Joddie Taylor of SnackySays. Welcome back to my podcast, the SnackySays Podcast. Today I'm chatting about my recent faves. Let's hop on into it. This is recent faves, July 2024. Number one, I'm wearing them right now. Bronax pillow slippers for women and men, house slides, shower sandals. I think these make great shower sandals, great for the house. They are less than 2 inches. I would describe them as like platform, but for a platform, does it have to be more than 2 inches? It says it's 1.7 inch thick sole. That's, I believe, 4.5 centimeters according to the description. They're super comfortable. Because of the material, they can feel warm. That's probably definitely on me because I simply don't turn on the air conditioner all that much. I don't think they'd be great to wear outside, which makes sense because they're described as house slides and shower sandals. But if you're looking for comfortable sandals for the house, I like these a lot. I actually ordered another pair in a different color, which brings me to my next point. They have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, over a dozen different colors. The one I really want is the green, which is a neon green, but they don't have it in my size. I keep checking. Do they have it in my, no. False alarm. I got excited for no reason. I was about to pause this episode and buy these bad boys and return the other ones. But nope. Anyway, I recommend these. They're my favorite. These replace some house slippers that I had that were like winter slippers and it was just time to retire them. So one of my recent faves. If I ever get the neon green, it says hand wash only. Everything will be complete. That's the color I really want. But they have neon green, red, like a light purple, black, khaki, all types of colors. Let's move on. Next, Luka Duffel. Now, I've spoken about this duffel bag 2 or 3 times last year, 2023. And the travel podcast episode, I think it was in Travel Essentials and somewhere else. I'll find those episodes. The other one might have been a newsletter. I'll put those links in the show notes. I want to bring it up again since I haven't mentioned it this year and put it on your radar. If you're traveling this summer or later this year, I love this duffel bag. It's made of like a puffy, I almost want to call it fluffy material, and it's so comfortable. Now, I've used it for travel, but more recently I've used it to go to dance class for just running around, like running errands. And when I go to the cafe to co-work, I use this bag because I can put my laptop, my iPad, my phone, my notebooks, and it's still comfortable because it's a bag that's made for travel. When I've tried to use other tote bags to carry my laptop, et cetera, I end up feeling like my shoulder's hurting. There's too much stuff in the bag. Not so with this duffel bag. So I wanted to bring it up again. And if I didn't mention, it's a square shape. It's not what you might have thought of when you heard duffel, which is kind of like a long tubular size bag. This bag is the perfect size for a personal item on the airplane, so it's going to fit under your seat or overhead, unless you are sitting in the front row of the airplane, either section, and there's like that wall in front of you. Unfortunately, you have to put it overhead. That happened to me a few times, and I was annoyed, but what can I do? There was actually one time where my seat, there was like an underneath part, but it was oddly like cut in half. So I couldn't put my bag there. It was very strange. Very strange. All right. Next up. Oh, wait, before we move on, I want to say, similar to the slippers, one of the things I love about the Luka Duffel bag is they always have at least 12 colors, and they have limited colors, what I'll call seasonal colors. They say limited. So if you really like a color, get it. They may bring it back, they may not. Like the color I have is green apple, which is currently not on sale. It's no longer on the website, but it was on the website for a very long time. They have bright colors like, I think this is called rouge. Let me check. Yep, rouge. They have metallic colors like copper, gold, and bronze, and then monochrome colors and what they call classics, which are like your black and kind of khaki looking colors. This is a great bag. It's not currently on sale, but it is often on sale. And if it's not on sale, you can join their membership. I've purchased a few things and I've been able to cash in my points with them and get discounts. So something to consider. Once you get on their newsletter, list, their email list, they usually send out a lot of sales, and you get to know when things are coming up. Like with Luca Duffel, I have the matching fanny pack, which I used a lot in Colombia. I use it as like my pocketbook, and I bought that in green apple. So lots of options here. I like Calpak Travel in general. My carry-on suitcase is also from them. But I love this bag. You can use it for everything. And something I didn't mention is that it has a shoe section. So on the side, you can zip and put your sneakers or shoes in. If you have big feet like me, size 11 women, something to consider is once you put your shoes in that little side part, it actually takes up half of your bag. Or it took up half of my bags with my regular sneakers. So that didn't work for me for travel days. For gym days, dance class, sure, fine. But otherwise, if I'm getting on a plane, I need all the space I can get. So I ended up using that bottom section for flat slippers, like my Deer Foam slippers. Those are super flat and didn't take up any space, and it was fine to put them in there. Next up, last but not least, from Gaia, I want to tell you about these yoga knee pads that I got. These things are genius. You hear me? Genius. So if you're doing standing exercises, or you're in a dance class, or you're traveling and you don't want to bring a whole yoga mat, I've been down that road before with travel yoga mats, and I feel like they're more trouble than they're worth. But these are actually, let me see if I can get the dimensions. They're pretty small. They're literally like little pads. Let's see, the diameter is 7.6 inches. So hopefully that helps you. 7.6 inches. And I would describe them as places where you can put, the touch points would be like your elbows or your knees. So it's big enough for your elbows and your knees. So you don't need the whole mat. Like let's say you want to do the world's best stretch. That's what it's literally called. That's what I've heard it called. I can't think of another name, but basically one knee would be on the pad or on the mat, and your other leg would be extended. I'm doing a horrible job of describing this, but picture your cool down, your warm up, your yoga moves where you want to have your knees or elbows on a touch point. When I say touch point, I mean the yoga knee pad. I think this thing is brilliant. I think you could travel with it very well. It won't take up too much space, especially if you're checking luggage. And again, you don't want to travel with the whole mat. It's perfect. Like let's say you're going to do, I haven't tried it out yet, so asterisk here, but a beach workout or a park workout. And again, you don't want to take the mat and you just want to use these. I got these because the dance class that I'm currently in, that me and my friend signed up for, it's going well, by the way. I need to talk about that. Okay, another episode. I got these because sometimes you don't want to bring the whole mat out. And I actually do use my mat, and I should use these more, but I've also used them at home. I love these things. I just think they are so brilliant. All right, I said short and sweet, right? So let's end here. So I talked about my yoga knee pads. I recommend these. My slippers that I'm wearing, the Bronax house slippers, pickles, Luka Duffel bag. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Oh, because I forgot something, but it's okay. I'll add it to the next recent faves. All right, let's end here. Thanks for listening. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe at joddie.substack.com. That's joddie.substack.com. And please share with a friend or three.